This next video takes our work on normal distribution a little bit further. And I've just got here, the first slide here is what we talked about in the last video, and that's that you've got this standard bell curve for normal distribution for continuous variables. But you might have noticed or thought that, hey, it's pretty limiting, isn't it? Yeah, it's great. You know, we can work out that the probability of it being between 15 and 25 is 68%, 0.68, things like that. But hey, what about the probability of it being between 17 and 22? Okay, what's that probability there? What's that percentage? Now, we haven't got a way of working that out at the moment. Now, the way that we do work it out, we did work it out in the past. Okay, when I was at school, we used a thing called Z-scores. Okay, and we used to have to calculate them and use a table to find out the probability. Now, we do look at Z-scores in a little while, at the end of this section on normal distribution, but for our purposes here, it's basically a calculator exercise to work out probabilities using normal distribution. So, here's an example. Let's start. The lengths of matches are made at a certain factory, normally distributed with a mean of 4.1 and a standard deviation of 0.05. So that's familiar to us. We've been looking at that already. Find the probability correct to 4 decimal places that a randomly selected match is greater than 4.1, less than 4.13, between 4.08 and 4.14. Okay, so we're going to set up a diagram here. First up, and I'll just pause while I get that organised. Okay, so background information tells us we've got a mean of 4.1, so we can put the 4.1 there in the middle. Now, in these questions, I'm actually not going to go left and right and put, the standard deviation is 0.05. So I'm not going to do what I did in those previous questions of adding 0.05 there and there and there. Okay. What I'm going to do though is mark in what we need to find. So we're asked in question 1 that what's the probability that it's greater than 4.1. So I'm going to mark a dotted line down the middle here, just to find out what we're looking at. Try and get it nice and straight. A bit hard. Let's have a look. Close enough. Okay, so that's 4.1. Now, hey, that's the mean. We know from earlier on in the normal distribution that there's 50% either side of the mean. Okay, 50% there and 50% there. So my answer is going to be 50% or 0.500. Okay, 4 decimal places, there'll be another 0 there. Okay, so we know that already. We don't have to work it out. But I want to show you how you would work it out using your calculator. I'll show you how to work these out now using our TI Inspire calculator. So on the calculator screen, start off with menu. Then probability, then select distributions, then select normal CDF. Okay, and you'll end up with a screen that has, let's go to the next slide, we'll have, lower bound, upper bound, mu, which stands for mean, and standard deviation there as well. So we'll enter in those 4 values on our calculator. Let's look at what we enter in. Okay, so if we look at our lower bound, well, let's just go back to what we're trying to find. What we're trying to find is a probability that the matches are greater than 4.1 centimetres. So we're looking at that there. Okay. So if we're looking for our lower bound is 4.1. So we put in 4.1 there. What's our upper bound? Okay, well, there's no upper bound as such. There's no definite value for that. Since it's greater than 4.1, we put in our upper bound as infinity. Now, to get infinity, there's a menu. If you press Control and then our little book button that we've been using lately. Okay, you'll get a menu and you'll see infinities in there. The mean is 4.1, right in the middle. And the standard deviation, back to the question here, remember, was 0.05. So put that in. Press enter, and your probability there is 0.5. As we know, that's the answer we knew anyway, because it was the mean is 4.1. Okay, let's look at the next one. Next question we're looking at is less than 4.13. So 4.13 would be just to the right of 4.1. So if we just draw a dotted line here, I'll just draw it in black this time. 4.1 would be just to the right here of, sorry, 4.13, but just to the right there of 4.1. Okay, so let's write that in. So that's right up here, 4.13. Okay, and this time we're looking for the probability it's going to be less than that. Okay, less than 4.13. So our lower bound this time, well, if you look at our lower bound, once again, it's not a definite number. It's negative infinity. Okay, so negative infinity this time. Upper bound will be 4.13. Mean 4.1. Standard deviation 0.05. Place those into our calculator. We get and you can pause this now and try that if you wish. Remember, it's normal CDF. Remember the steps to get there. Menu, probability, distributions, normal CDF. And if we place those values in, we get 0.7257. Okay, next one, the last one here, is between 4.08 and 4.14. Okay, I might draw another curve for this one now. Okay, here's our scenario. Excuse my dodgy shading there, but you can see my 4.1's in the middle, and we're trying to find the probability matches are between 4.08 and 4.14. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there. So that's the situation. Okay, so back to our entries here. I'll just erase the last ones. Our lower bound here is going to be 4.08, our upper bound 4.14, our mean, same as usual, 4.1, and our standard deviation is going to be 0.05. Put those into the calculator, remembering the steps. Menu, probability distributions, normal CDF, and if you place that into your calculator, you get 0.4436. Now I'd like to have a go at numbers 11 and 12, A through to D, 22 to 25, and then have a bit of a go at 21 after that. Okay, that's all for now.